Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our first breakdown of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. And today we're going to be breaking down episode 3 of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. So let's get started. So, in the first scene, we see Lee Shaw and our main crew escaping the Monarch. I don't know what to call it, like the Monarch, the containment area where all the people are being spied on by Monarch. They escape that in like a little van. And I like the scene where I like the scene where they reference that Shaw should be 90 years old, because that's what I was thinking since episode 1. Like, if if they go back into 1950s and he looks like he's in his 20s, and if he was born in the 1930s, he should be like 90, and yet he's still like running and alive. And he does say that it's genetic. He has good genetics, so maybe we'll get into that, or maybe just a little joke. But yeah, they escaped the Monarch facility or Monarch area. I don't know what to call it this way. In a van. Then we cut back to the past crew, and they go into this little military base. And the military base has caught this giant footprint, and we already know as Godzilla fans what this footprint is. It's of course Godzilla's footprint. And they took it from a muddy field in Indonesia. This is the footprint that Kiko was standing in that image from when they were like looking at the files and all that in episode 1, I think. So yeah, it's really cool. I like like these past references and then it being put into the present. So yeah. Then Kiko talks about how this footprint for the kaiju that made this footprint emits radiation, absorbs it, and feeds on it. And that's basically pretty much every kaiju in the monsterverse. They're all mutants. So yeah. And then she just talks more about theories that what this footprint what creature this footprint belongs to, and it's Godzilla, of course. And then our title credits roll. So now we're in the present. So Lee Shaw looks at the Monarch files that Bill Randa had in that bag. And Lee Shaw, of course, being Bill's friend or partner, recognizes that it was Bill's because he scribbled down all the crazy stuff that he saw. Um, of course, in Skull Island, in like everything he saw, because of course he went through a lot of kaiju attacks that were hidden away from the world, so he was really intrigued by them. Then Lee talks about how Kate basically complains that Monarch could have done something to stop the Titans and Godzilla, but says to her that there would be nothing really that could stop Godzilla and these monsters. And Kate gets mad, comes out of the van, and there reveals to be that the van is on the ship. I thought it was a traffic jam at first, but no, it's a ship. They're on a cargo ship, leaving to Korea because Lee has a friend in Korea there, and that is revealed later. We do see the friend. Spoiler alert: the friend does die. Now, time for some past crew goodness, and now we get the first look at the Castle Bravo bomb, nuclear bomb that was revealed to the public to be a test, but was actually not a test. It was supposed to destroy Godzilla, and we see Godzilla in this episode. So yeah, I can't wait for that. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. So they're preparing the bomb. We see this painter painting of a Godzilla no sign, like a Godzilla no Godzilla sign on the nuclear bomb, symbolizing that they want to destroy Godzilla. And Lee says that he should handle the situation because, of course, the commander lied to them about him not destroying evidence of the monster ever existing. I mean, that's what he's doing. So the past crew gets really mad at this. Now in the present, we get an emotional scene with May talking into her flip phone. I don't really know what. Maybe she's talking to a relative that she lost. Maybe sort of like Kate was doing with her mom. Really don't know. And then she throws her flip phone into the ocean, sort of like how Bill threw his bag in the ocean. And Katara approaches her and asks about it. Of course, she doesn't like Katara anymore, so she's really disappointed in Katara. Then Lee Shaw tells the crew that they should get rid of the Monarch files because Monarch could possibly trace them down. I mean, it's not possibly. They already did it in episodes 1 and 2, when they were chasing around Kentaro and Kate and May. So yeah, Alicia has a pretty good idea because they should probably get rid of those files. But at the same time, why not keep them? Like, those are files that you're never gonna see again unless it goes to someone else, which is really not likely. Or I could just teleport because everything in the show teleports. Then Lee and the crew reach the border of Korea, and with the help of Lee's old buddy, they escape the other guards there. And they escape in a plane, just to be more specific. Then we cut back to our Monarch peoples, um, which includes Duval and Tim and the other person I didn't even know. She just appeared out of nowhere. I didn't even think she was episodes 1 and 2. There's all these random Monarch people, and they discuss how the files are dangerous like usual. And apparently word got out that Lee escaped the Monarch area or the Monarch base or whatever. And they also have a little Dr. Serizawa mentioned, so that's nice. That's really nice. Are we gonna see him? Probably, probably not. Now we cut back to some Godzilla goodness, and like we saw in the 2014 intro to Godzilla, we see our high-ranking military officials sitting in the chairs, waiting Godzilla. They have the nuclear bomb ready, and they're ready to detonate the Casa Bravo bomb. Was it a test? No, it was trying to kill Godzilla, and there's a lot of tension surrounding this moment. Even though we as the viewers know Godzilla's not dead, and it's obvious even if you're not a Godzilla fan because he literally attacked San Francisco 50 years after, so he's not dead. Probably injured, but not dead. Then we finally see Godzilla approaching Bikini Atoll. It's really cool. Bill Randa is filming it like usual. Probably gonna put it in his little baggie, and yeah, the baggie that he threw into the river or ocean, not the river. And they hear the radio signals of Godzilla, and it does. Godzilla literally breaks the signals, like the thing that they use to detect the radio signals. He literally breaks it, like just by him being present. It's broken, and it just spark. It just makes a big spark, and Godzilla approaches the nuclear bomb, and he's like going down. He's like, "Ooh, yummy!" And then it explodes on him. And don't worry, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's probably injured. It's just bait for him, okay? This nuclear bomb is bait for him, and he's like a little fishy going to get the bait, but then it explodes on him, even though in this case doesn't die. So yeah. Now as we cut back to present day, Lee and the crew are in the plane heading to where Hiroshi was last seen, and of course that's Alaska. They're trying to find Kate and Kitaro's father for more Monarch secrets. And we do know at some point in the show they will go to the Monarch headquarters someplace in the world. So yeah, that's coming because I see that in the trailers and the featurette. Before we continue with the present day story, let's go back to the past really quick. So Lee discusses that it's a bad thing that they detonated the bomb on Godzilla, even though he's not dead, but they think he's dead. Because then they're not gonna have this crazy research and all these crazy reveals that monsters are real, even though they know they're real. I don't really know why it's a big deal that they thought Godzilla died because there's more monsters. Anyway, yes, he basically explains that to Kiko was about to stop the bomb actually from bombing Godzilla, so she was literally about to prevent Casa Bravo from happening. And yeah, but he also explains the bright side of it, that the Monarch will get more funding. And this is the official beginning of Monarch, guys. So now things are gonna turn. Now we're getting back into the present. So the crew is after like a really bad landing, like it was really rough landing into Alaska. They finally reach snowy mountains of Alaska. The first thing they see is evidence of their dad's plane, but it's not good evidence. Like, it's destroyed, and we'll see that in a second here. They find the body of the pilot of the plane that their father was in, and and of course the pilot wasn't their father, so they're assuming that he survived. And it's confirmed when they see a camp right next to the plane crash, so he did survive and set up a tent there. Even though the tent looks like it wasn't occupied for a very long time, it did give them the proof that he was still out there and he was alive. Or he still, maybe even is still alive. Then Lee's friend detects something, and it's gonna turn for the worse now. And this scene is gonna continue, of course, in episode 4. So, Lee's friend runs to them, warning that the plane did not crash. I mean, it did crash, but that something else happened to it, and that's why the pilot was like frozen and all of that. So we'll figure out why the pilot was frozen in a second. Lee's friend runs to the plane. They all run to the plane. Lee's friend gets in the plane and starts it up. He like flies it, but then we see the Frostmark. So yeah, welcome. We're gonna welcome the new Titan, the Frostmark. It was the Mole Titan before, but now we have an official name for it, which is the Frostmark. I really like the name for it. It imitates that one animal, I forgot what it was called, and it attacks the plane, and it has this like freeze ability, and it freezes the plane that Lee's friend is in, of course, killing Lee's friend, and that was Lee's in the glass friend. Like poor Lee. Like, I mean, he said he's 90, but still, that was his last ever friend that's still alive at least. And so yeah, the Frostmark freezes the plane, so they're in a really chilling situation, and the Frostmark roars at them, of course, noticing them, and the episode ends there with a black screen. So lots of tension at the end there, and we're gonna get more fight scenes between the humans and this Frostmark in the next episode. So yeah, guys, that episode was really good. I really liked it. Episode 2 was, I don't know if it is episode 2 better than this episode. I don't really know. I think it's because we got those Godzilla flashbacks from Kate's PTSD. We don't actually see much of Kate's PTSD in this episode, so maybe he's gonna make a return later in the show for something more important. But overall, this episode really good. I really like how Monarch Legacy of Monsters is starting off now. Now we're getting some more monster action. I did complain about that in the last video, and I didn't say it was such a big deal. It's okay. It's just that, some people want it, and it looks like we're gonna get that. And it's gonna balance well with the human characters. So yeah, the show it's really good so far. I cannot wait to see the next 7 episodes. Episode 4 is coming out it's coming out next week on December 1st. And what is it called? I need to check here. It's called Parallels and Interiors. So wonder what that could mean. So yeah, what do you guys think of this show so far? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'm thinking of doing a Titan breakdown for some Titans in this show, so stay tuned if I do start making those. And yeah, bye.